Hello, and a merry Monday morning to you, my fresh winter squash tortellini truffles. Welcome to December 2025's first weekly reading book review. Coffee cheers to you. This used to be a drama bookshop mug, and now it is worn off because it sat in the sink too long, poor thing. But anyway, there's coffee inside, so I still love it, and I know where it came from. Anyway, okay, I have one book. One book in progress. So we're going to talk about a lot of things, but there's only one book that I finished this week. So the first one and only one I read this week, I finished, which I think I was basically done with last time we talked last week. This is Midnight Timetable by Bora Chung. This is a novel in ghost stories, obviously why I bought it. She also wrote Cursed Bunny and Your Utopia, which were like horror short story collections. And this one was a little more cohesive, and I would love to study it and read it paying further attention because I saw connections, but I did not have the mental capacity or wherewithal to put them all together intelligently because it was just not the mind space I was in, but I thoroughly loved it. A little bit spooky. I don't remember it being gruesome, but again, who knows? But yeah, really enjoyed that. It's kind of an old creepy house that now holds haunted objects that the keepers, I don't remember what they're called, like air out every so often in the sunshine, and things go awry, and it was great. So thoroughly loved that one. If you love Asian fiction and translation, this was Korean and spooky stuff. So loved it. Midnight Timetable, also sheep. Funny. Okay, the one that I've been slogging through is this ginormous classic of a tome. This is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I am 2/3 of the way through, and I've got about 100 and something very long, thick, expository pages to finish by Wednesday Night Book Club. It is not my favorite. I will stand by that. I love the movies. They've condensed the story well. There's a lot of telling, not showing, and I still do not like Amy whatsoever, and things that I have feelings, and I'll say them for book club and my blog. So anyway, currently reading forever, it seems. Okay, hot take. I don't like Little Women. All right. Yes, I also finished watching, again, one of my favorites, Barbie. God bless you, Greta Gerwig, and practical effects, and this cast and crew, and the songs, and the dancing, and the joy, and the merriment, and the thoughtfulness, and all the happy colors. I love this film so much. Barbie. Okay, I also watched, finally, what day was it? I think it was on Thanksgiving. Freakier Friday, now on Disney+. This is not sponsored. It's just, so this is my original DVD of Freaky Friday from the early aughts, and the second one was just delightful. It was goofy. It was aware that it was goofy, but I laughed out loud more than once, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And boy, oh boy, did Chad Michael Murray grow up well, and Manny Jacinto was in it, and he had a British accent. Praise the Lord. And yeah, absolutely adored the sequel. And yes, I can quote this one at you, and if you need to borrow my soundtrack, too bad, but you can come over and listen to it, because yes, I have the CD. Okay? One of my favorite covers of all time is Joy Ramon's Wonderful, Wonderful World, which is on the original. Anyway, okay, reading next, inputting next, we shall see. Today, I have a very big project in the studio with a very faster timeline than I expected. I was working out last week, needs to be redone, so we have something cooking in there. So I will be a hermit for the next 48 hours. But I do, as the week evolves, this beautiful book just came out. This is A Knot Is Not a Tangle by Daniel Nayeri and illustrated by my friend Vesper Stamper. Daniel, I'm 98% sure just won the National Book Award for Young People's Literature, so props to him for his historical YA. This is obviously a picture book, which I'm 90% sure I'll be gifting to my mother for her birthday this weekend, but it's beautiful. Vesper did all of these gorgeous illustrations in watercolor. That's it, just watercolor. And look at the naked cover. It's a Persian rug, and it's so beautiful. So I can't wait to read and study that one. Perhaps a picture book deep dive in my crayon box if I get to it this week. Other ones just banging on my head for attention that I want to read next. Meet Me Under the Lights, my friend Cassie Miller. This comes out next March. I want to say, yep, March 2026. Can you believe we're finally get to say 2026? Goodbye 2025, although I'm really looking forward to this month. It's gonna be great. Anyway, Meet Me Under the Lights. This is YA, obviously, rom-com romance. I love that cover so much. It just really, when orange is done well, it's gorgeous. Okay. Also, The PEAR AFFAIR by Judith Eagle. I read one of her books recently, and they're delightful. They're little like mystery spy stories with a really great protagonist. And this one's set en Paris, so you know, I love a Paris fiction, and you know, I love a middle grade mystery read. Love it. I mean, I love all middle grade reads, but especially mysteries because we love a resolution. And a year too late, but I should read so soon. Okay, so What the River Knows was the first one, Isabel Ibanez, and this was the sequel to her Egyptologist, delightful historical fantasy Egyptology goodness. And this is the second one that came out last December, Where the Library Hides. So beautiful. Needs to be in an edition with stuff, but you know, there's lots of special editions these days, but can't wait. Need to read that with Wit and Inez, and look forward to Isabel's next one next month, I believe January. Maybe it's this month. I don't know. It's on pre-order. It will arrive at my doorstep. Okay. And I also do have in our Brush Up Your Shakespeare 2025. I'm going to make it halfway through the canon, and I only have to read these 5. Yes, that's 5. 5 more alphabetically as we make our way through. So Richard 2 and 3, King Richard II, King Richard III, and then I get to read Measure for Measure, Mackers, the Scottish play, and Love's Labour's Lost in reverse of that order. And we will have made it halfway through Shakespeare's published works, or Shakespeare's collaborated works. Okay, I gotta get to the studio. I love you guys. Let me know what stories you've been reading, loving, enjoying. I didn't even have time to finish my favorite podcast episode this week, so it's been nutty. But we're gonna go do that now because I gotta go paint. Okay, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye!